Hey, so Riot had a Project L announcement recently. I did see the little video on Twitter. Unfortunately, I didn't get like a raw reaction, I guess. From what I've seen, the headlines and stuff seem to be about this game being free to play, which like, no shit, you know? Like it's a Riot game. I'd assume it'd be free to play. I thought this was already like in the books, was it not? Like maybe if this game was gonna be a paid game, it'd be more newsworthy. And even then, they've done it before. They have mechs versus minions. Free to play is fine, it's good. But I don't think I trust fighting game developers to do it right. Free to play isn't something you can really just do out of nowhere, you know? When making a game, your business model is kind of a big deal in that process. You can't really just make a game and then change business models. Considering fighting games are designed as if they're still the arcade games, I'm not sure if they're really ready to adapt into like free-to-play models. But regardless, Riot Games, I do trust with a free-to-play model, so hopefully they'll show the rest how to do it. But yeah, all that aside, there was an actual like announcement with this. There was this, the Illaoi dev update thing. I don't know what to call it. This I haven't gone through, so this will be my actual reaction to this. All right, so Illaoi is in Project L now, which is sick. For those that don't know, Illaoi is like a top lane. She's obviously, you could see her. She's a big, yeah, she's a big lady. She's got this tentacle orb god thing. She basically is one of those religious people that go around door to door trying to convert you into the religion. But if you disagree with her, she just beats you up basically. One big thing is that this god thing has a lot of tentacles, and at least in League, when she smacks things with them, she heals from them. I did expect to be some kind of life drain, life vampirism kind of thing going on in Project L, but I thought it would probably come from Vladimir. He's basically a vampire. But I'd be cool if Illaoi did it. That'd be cool. So I guess Illaoi, she's just Ragna. I guess it's just Ragna. All right, let's go. Sean Rivera, Associate Gamer Director and Gameplay Design Lead for Project L. For the team working on her, share some early insights. I want to talk about the dev process. Okay. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about this too, actually. Because I don't know if a lot of people know this. The first look thing, okay, not the first look. After like the arcane stuff, there was, you know, the thing that got everyone hype talking about Project L. That hype one was, it's a thing called a vertical slice, I believe. A vertical slice is basically you take one tiny little thing and you make it like super, like as if it's a finished product. You know what I mean? And that's what we got in the last trailer. They probably have, you know, not much left, or not much besides what we saw, plus Illaoi now, I guess. All right, so we start off by deciding which champions we want to pursue. Yeah, there's been some rumors about this, which I'll talk about later, but I do want to get to that. Our ultimate goal is to have a diverse and inclusive roster where everyone can find a champion that truly speaks to them. By this they mean basically a lot of Piltover and Zon champions because of Arcane, and then a shit ton of Ionian champions because of Weeds. That's all I see. There are a ton of considerations such as Vanilla 2, Fight Fantasy theme, Fight Fantasy, like just fighting game mechanics, theme, archetype, team synergy, race and ethnicity. That's cool. Personality. Oh boy. I'm worried about Zoe. I'm worried about Zoe. Identity, size. Oh, I'm worried about Zoe. Once we have a champion in mind, we plan out when we'll begin working on them, and then create a pod which consists of folks across disciplines such as design, narrative, art, engineering, tech art, etc., and audio. This mostly seems to be how they do it for League, I believe. At a high level, we have a few phases we move champions through in our champion pipeline, but today we're going to focus on the first, DNA. Yeah, I've heard of this. This is how they do it for League. As to Illaoi, yeah, let's talk about her. We have an overwhelming number of champions to pull from League Legends. Yeah, there's like 150 plus, maybe 160, I don't know. There are beefy juggernauts, yep, agile assassins, and powerful mages, to name a few. This is Ionia. We want to make sure we've identified champions who can both improve our gameplay and be enhanced by being in our game. In short, we want to elevate their fantasy. The Juggernauts should be beefier, the Assassins should be more agile, and the Mages should be more powerful. This little, well, not this sentence, but they're naming Juggernauts, Assassins, and Mages. That worries me a little bit because, you know, how about the rest of them? There's quite a bit more to League than this because, well, we know Jinx is in the trailer, so you know there's an 80 carry. She's none of these. But like, what about, you know, I'm a support main. When I play League, I'm a support main, so I'm worried, you know, where like tanks, juggernauts only. How about tanks? You know, if you want beef, put Alistar in. Well, like, also, how about like enchanters? How about supports? Again, we'll talk about it later. Essentially, we want players to see a champion in Project L do something they've never seen before and think, holy shit, they did that? Of course they can do that. Yeah. This is what I kind of expected. Yeah. Oh, narrative. I'm not super interested in a narrative. I kind of just want to know about the game itself. Our goal was to answer one question: why is she a champion that we absolutely need to make? If I was to answer that question, I would say, well, she fits diversity. She is, I mean, I don't know if she's really black, but she's, you know, diversity. She's just buff lady, so you know, that's pretty big. I believe she's from Bilgewater. There's some other area by there, I forget what it's called, and her tentacles are kind of ghostly, so it does kind of remind me of Shadow Owls. I know it's not Shadow Owls, but it's around the vicinity. I'd imagine for, you know, mechanics, because one thing that's core to her gameplay in League is she has this ability where she shoots out a tentacle. She's like Kamehamehas you with the god thing, and it'll grab you and it'll rip the soul out of you. It puts your soul in front of her. So basically there's like this dummy version of you in front of her, and she can wail on the thing and it hurts you a little bit. But the big thing is, if she kills the dummy or you get too far away, you'll be cursed. And the curse is that tentacles show up around you and they try to smack you. They kind of suck, but that's kind of the deal. There's a lot of ways to expand that soul thing with her. Well, she's buff, so she might be like a grappler or something. She could be a grappler. She has tentacles. Tentacles tend to grapple. They got suckers. Using all this information, we define Illaoi's coach a powerful and charismatic. She is fairly charismatic. Spiritual leader. She is very spiritual. Or like fairly spiritual. She's kind of just a bully. Who inspires bullies others to be their own unstoppable force, sort of. And even more important, we use it to look for opportunities to grow her legend, because a fighting game is the perfect place for Illaoi to shine. I kind of agree with that. There's a lot you could do with her. I'm just thinking, you know, grappler. Tentacles, dude. Because again, in League, she is fairly one-note. I feel like a fighting game would bring out the best of her. I'm just not sure what they're thinking, because they do think about lore. Like sometimes they make a whole champion off lore. This does kind of sound like they just want like Illaoi plus. So yeah, I'm alright with Illaoi. She's alright. I'm trying to like spot the difference. I'm seeing tattoos. This thing. But I like the ropes. Put more ropes on this woman. This one's pretty good. This looks like more armored for some reason. Probably because of this. I don't know about the leg wraps. Like a mix between these two, I think. Or these three. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, that's it. We also need to think how Illaoi would move. Yeah, very top heavy, or you know, whatever this thing is, heavy. Ooh, she doesn't do this in the game. She doesn't throw the thing. Yeah, this is about as good as best reference you can get to actually swing something. Hers is bigger though. I'd imagine it would pull her, which would be good in a fighting game, because if she swings and it pulls her, it'll like extend her range. But she is supposed to be like big and buff, so I don't know how much control they want to give her. But yeah, this is good. Main Illaoi top, sick. So I know her gameplay very well. I'm super excited for being Project L. I feel honored to be able to work on her in the game. Yep, Caroline, Riot, Shyvana. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen any Riot names. Everyone usually has this. When figuring out which part of the dominant power, we decided that Illaoi should be the source of power, and the Nightcap Chorus would have her back. That's basically what she is in the League. The orb doesn't do much. She really just beats people. It's just tentacles sometimes show up, and if there's a lot of them, it's really good for her. Especially when you take into account that effortlessly. Okay, that's a answered question. Sick. Slingshot Spall? I don't know about that one. I don't like this one. That's not very Illaoi to me. Illaoi fights alongside her god. I would say the god kind of just jumps in every once in a while. It's mostly Illaoi. Constant looming threat that Illaoi feels supported by an opponent's fear. I don't feel like that is true for her League iteration. But if that's what they want to do, this could be similar to like Faust item throw kind of situation. Not that she's gonna have item throw, but it's like she'll just put up something they have to worry about, you know? She punishes those who are motionless. This is one of the key beliefs of her god, and we wanted to represent this to her gameplay. This is very true, so cool. Overwhelming pressure. Once Illaoi puts the opponent in a position where they get hit and need to block, she's relentless. Gold Lewis. Guardrails. Illai's physical strength is her main source of power. Yep. And the tentacles guard. Yeah, that's this. Yeah. Yeah, very much this. Which is a bit of a shame because I think his bullshit is like the coolest. But Illaoi was cool. Not a puppet. Yeah, that's what I avoid using the word puppet or like anything like that. Yeah, and she's definitely gonna be like a. I don't know if set plays it really, but there could be some set play elements, but definitely not a puppet. That would suck. I would still like to see a grappler. So I don't know why they brought up his owner. Like this is obviously not. No, archetype, just big body. Okay, an overwhelming battering ram. I would put grappler. I would really consider it, you guys. Come on, you can use Nagakaburo. You can use God stuff. You can use tentacles. You can give them the slam. When we felt confident about the goals of God, we started to design and implement early prototype specials and normals. The first version focused on ability, around tentacle, of course, different ranges. Set play. A close tentacle with fast startup, a mid-range tentacle, medium startup speed, and a long-range tentacle with long startup. Is it like you spawn one and it reels back and then it smacks? So you could set one up and then kind of run in. Is that what you want? Because that's not what I want. Still super early? Yep, called it. And still in development and exploring our options, but the direction we're headed is to tentacle spawn, fixed spawn away from Illaoi. Can she choose it or does it happen randomly? Because in League, it happens randomly unless you do, like, you curse them. The tentacles come out only when she has 3 hits. Okay. That's lockdown. I don't know if I like that one. I'd assume that's kind of what her assist is for, right? Because if you want lockdown, you'd want like a mix-up of some kind. I would really like to see the grappler version of her. Yeah, I would like to see the grappler version of her. I would actually like to see this first version of where she can set up a tentacle to help her get in, and then she can pick an assist that like helps cover the air. I don't know. Well, you know, they know more about the mechanics than I do, but instead of summoning tentacles from far away and controlling them as a will like its owner, you could have had the tentacles pull them in, you know. Illaoi now gets her in her opponent's face, and when she does, there's also a tentacle slapping around. Can you mix with the tentacle? Is that what you're telling me? Really strong image I had developing her kit was that Illaoi should be able to hit an opponent into a tentacle and then bounce back into her, and she should be able... Oh, so Aegis. Clothes like them like she's a pro wrestler? You're halfway there, lady. Come on. You're kind of there. I do like that, though. That's cool. If you want to do Aegis with tentacles, sure. Do this and then give her a Grand Slam. Give her a set ult at the end of it. Come on, dude. You already got the dunk. Give her the dunk. Just replace the ball. Give her a jinx. As for how we're doing overall, look out for another update from Tom before the end of the year. Sick. Until then, let us know what you think. I will. I'm doing that right now. Make her a wrestler. Okay, sick. So yeah, that's the Illaoi update. Great. That's a pretty good update, I think. The gameplay part of her is really what I was looking forward to. And, you know, we got there and it was something. Now, with all this being said, I do want to get back into the rumors and stuff. I was kind of hinting at it throughout the video. There's been rumors of other champions like a while ago. It's probably outdated. It's probably irrelevant these days. But a lot of fighting game people don't play League or don't know much about League, so I want to talk about it because I know stuff. Okay, champions. Talk about champions. So far, for sure, confirmed characters are Darius, Jinx, Echo, and Ahri. They're the ones that showed up in the last trailer. Jinx and Echo are the ones everyone liked. Jinx is the girl with the rockets and bullets and stuff, and Echo is the boy. But also, in addition to that, we've also saw what's her face, Katarina. She showed up earlier. She showed up like here. This is her. This is her getting the boot. That's her. This is Katarina. She's like an assassin. So yeah, right. Because this was the old version of the game. The game does not look like this anymore. So she could be out. The champions that are supposedly being considered, they were Kali, Braum, Lee Sin, Nautilus, Orianna, Riven, Set, Shen, Vi, and Yasuo and Zed being considered for DLC. From that's a pretty solid list. They're pretty safe bets. You know what I mean? Akali's in the game, okay? Braum is a good pick. Braum would be cool because he is both things that I was wondering about. He is both a tank and a support. He's also just cool. Besides that, there's Lee Sin, who he's probably in. Let's be real. Nautilus, I'm not sure about. Nautilus he's the biggest of bodies. I'm not sure how interesting he'd be to play in a fighting game, especially not one this fast paced. I don't think he shouldn't be in this game, man. One thing about Orianna is supposedly back in the, when this happened. So Orianna's this robot girl with a ball, and supposedly the dev team was like really proud of how she ended up back then. They expected her to not be super great, and she was supposedly like really fun. This character is for sure gonna be a puppet kind of deal because the ball is really the character. All of her buttons in League revolve around the ball. One is moving the ball, one is like exploding the ball, one is using the ball to shield her, and her ultimate is a bigger explosion of the ball, basically. So yeah, she could be cool, and supposedly she was. So if true, you can expect to see this lady on here. Riven, safe bet. It's a sword girl. Set is safe bet. He's a punchy dude. Shen, he's kind of a tanky supporting ninja, but he's also a top laner. He's got like a ghost sword on him. Not as cool as Illaoi's ghost god thing. So I'm not sure if he's gonna make it, but he is a cool character. He kind of is just like a generic ninja though. He's like a buff ninja. Vi's probably, you can count her in. She's arcane. She's from Arcane. Yasuo and Zed you can also count in. These two are, Yasuo is by far the most played character in League of Legends. I believe there's a chart that's like the bottom 50 champions are like the amount of players that play the bottom 50 champions roughly equal to like the amount of people that play Yasuo. So like when like a third of your player base is needed to make up the player base of one character, you can bet he's making it in. He should probably be base roster. I think there might be a minor uproar if he was DLC. In addition to that, there's also some characters that were rumored to be out of the game just off design. Supposedly Yorls were out. That's these little dudes. They're like little hamster peoples. They're magical hamster peoples. Supposedly they were out because of their design. Maybe it's because of their size, but that could happen still. Because in this post, they're like, "Oh yeah, we're taking account size. We're taking size into account." So this could be a thing. Supposedly them and Thresh actually, which is a bit of a surprise. Because Thresh is actually a very popular champion. He's sick, dude. I would be sad if Thresh wasn't in Project L. I'll say it that way. Because this guy, well, I'm biased, I'm a support main, but he's like the support. He's like an all-rounder kind of thing. He can do kind of a little bit of everything. He's not great at anything. He's very good at team play. He's really good, dude. And he's a super cool ghost demon thing that's just kind of out to torture people. He was human. He like cursed people. He like sabotaged things and things went really bad. He should be in this game, man. Supposedly he was too busy. Don't know what that means. I know he's got keys. I know he's got tentacles, sort of. He's got a lot, for sure. He's got a lot in League, for sure. Thresh deserves a spot in the game. You should put him in, man. Okay, and last but not least, I want to speculate a bit, which is actually kind of rare for me. It's rare for me because I kind of hate the rumors. I kind of hate the headcanon. I kind of just want to see what happens, and then we can talk about that. It's two things I really like. It's League and fighting games, so I am getting some ideas that I would like to see. And I think it's good to put these out there because, again, like Max doesn't know anything about League. I don't know how much Lord Knight knows. I don't know how much these people know. Giuna? I doubt Giuna knows like much. One thing I would like to see, I'm not even sure if I would like to see it, but I would like to see it be considered by Riot. I'm gonna get shit on for this one, but consider Yuumi. Yuumi is a weird character. Yuumi is a cat. She's a magical cat. It's not even her. The book is magical. The cat is just a cat. So Yuumi is very annoying. Everyone hates her. But I'm not even sure if she's going to be fun if she's implemented the way I'm thinking. But Riot has a chance to do something unique here. And Riot tends to like doing that just for a second. You should think about it, okay? Because here's what Yuumi does. We can see it down here, actually. She hangs out. She does this. She jumps onto your shoulder, basically. Normally you're like on the floor, you're out, you know, obviously you're a character. But when Yumi jumps on someone's shoulder like that, she's just like not in the game anymore. She like, you can't target her really. There's very few things that could target her. And they're like none of them are from another character. It's always like in the game, like maps stuff. But yeah, this could be what Yumi does in Project L. She could do just you and me, her W. Project L is going to be a tag team fighting game. And the thing about that is obviously you call in your assist, you get an assist, you know, you could tag team out, you can switch out. But with Yumi, you can potentially make a solo character viable. That's basically what Yumi does. She jumps on you, she heals you, and increases your attack speed. This thing where if she's on you, she can control her missile. When she's not on you, the missile just fires forward. But when she is on you, she can control it. She's good when she's on someone. So in Project L, that could be your thing. It could be like you choose a character and then you pick Yumi. And basically you're just a solo character. You just pick the first one. And Yumi will just be on you. Because obviously the game's going to have a tag button. It's going to have an assist button. So you could have it do something like if you have Yumi and you do assist, she can use her Q. She could fire a missile. You can do, I don't care what you want. You can have the missile shoot straight, or you can have it be a heat-seeking missile. That'd be sick. I'd probably heat-seeking. You should make it heat-seeking. If you hit tag, you can have her like heal you instead. That would be really, you know, heal you and buff you. So like, I don't know how spammable it would be. I don't know how exactly it would work, but like, you have the opportunity to make a solo character viable with Yumi in this game. I know the tag mechanics are like the heart and soul of tag games, obviously. Like how much crazy shit you can get away with is like the name of the game, typically. But like, you know, with Riot wanting this game to be very like, you know, beginner friendly, if they wanted to do that, then this Yumi thing could be a thing. Again, I don't know if it'd be fun. I don't know if it'd be fun to play with. I don't know if it'd be fun to play against. I would just like them to consider it. I would like to see it. I want to see an attempt. I don't know if Riot Games is brave enough to do it. I feel like Riot from 7-8 years ago probably would be. No, from like 6 years ago probably would be brave enough to do something this wacky. I don't know. I would like to see it, you know? It's a thing. You could do it. Besides the cat, I do want to see Nar. Hello, help me. Nar is this guy. He is essentially the Hulk. He is a little dude with a boomerang, but he gets pissed off as he fights, and he'll eventually transform into his Hulk version called Mega Nar. There's Mini Nar and Mega Nar. This thing. Look at that. You could do a lot with that, you know? Because there's quite a few champions in League that transform in some way, but this guy has a kind of involuntary transformation. There'll be times when you're playing Nar where you're like, oh, I've been fighting too long, or I've been getting hit too much. I'm going to transform, and I don't want to transform. I want the movement speed and range from the Mini Nar, but I'm going to transform. Suddenly I'm big, I'm slower, and I got more health, but I don't know if that's really what I needed to survive, or, you know. So there's some timing and stuff involved. You know, that could lead to a lot of interesting things in Project L. You can do something simple as like, you know, round 1. It's Mini Nar, and in round 2 it'll be Mega, or if you lose a round it'll be Mega. Who knows? It could be, he could have his own meter. Obviously, that's like the obvious thing. In League, he has his own meter. He's got the rage meter. Another champion I'd like to see is Azir, because not too much. Actually, these two, Brilliant Soul and Azir. Azir is just super cool. He's got sand soldiers. He's obviously going to be a puppet. The thing about Azir is that he makes multiple sand soldiers. He doesn't fight himself. He has people fight for him. He could fight himself, but he just looks cool, man. I just want this guy in the game. Like, come on. I feel like he's underutilized in League by the players, not by Riot, but yeah, do it. And Aurelion Sol is a giant space dragon, and he like fights with stars. There's stars that orbit him, and he just smacks people with them. I want to see something with that. That'd be cool to see. You know, that would lead me to believe he'd be like a trap kind of character, because he can create stars, shoot them out, stun people with them. He can do things like that. So something like that would be cool. Maybe he has an E. He has an ability where he just like flies through the map, so you can have him like jump super high up into the screen. Maybe with that, I don't know. Honestly, like I just want to see the Shurima Shuffle in the game. I just want to be around there. Another guy I would like to see, kind of a weird pick. I want to see Ivern in the game. So for those that don't know Ivern, he's this big tree dude. Not to be confused with Maokai. Maokai is actually a big tree dude. I guess Ivern is just the tall, lanky tree dude. He is the friend of the forest. He's a very friendly, very naturey, very not aggressive guy. So put him in the fighting game. The story goes is he used to be this crazy axe murderous dude. He was like a soldier, but like a very, very brutal guy. And he started chopping down this tree, which was a mistake. The tree was like all powerful or all spiritual or whatever. And the tree ate him, spat him back out, gave him tree powers, and now he's friendly, and everyone loves him. In League, there's a thing called the jungle. It's a forest. I don't know why it's called the jungle. There's these little monsters in the jungle. Normally, people kill the monsters for experience and stuff. Ivern just literally is like, "Hey guys, what's up? I'll be back in like a minute or two. Don't die." He'll put down a circle on them, and the circle's on a timer. It'll start like slowly filling in, and after some time it comes up, it'll be glowy, and Ivern can come back and be like, "Hey guys, I'm here to collect your taxes." And they give him their money and stuff, and they just go away, and that's Ivern. I don't know how you would do it. I don't know if he would call like pets, if he could have like the jungle come out, if he can call the wolves to attack low, he can call the raptors to attack high. That would be sick. I would kind of like to see that. He's very shield based. He like not heals, but he protects people. So maybe like a more defensive kind of zoner with the calling assist and stuff kind of thing. When he shields people, by the way, the shield pops and it'll hurt people nearby. It'll hurt and slow people. So, you know, oh my boy. Unbench the Kench. Tom Kench. He's a demon actually. He is a glutton. He has a taunt where he like spits stuff out and he's like, oh, and he eats it back. That's given me some item throw ideas. You know, you get what I say? Put Faust in the game. Yeah, just have him like spit stuff out, and you could use random items that he has in his tummy. A big thing with Tom Kench in League is he can eat people straight up. He can eat friend and foe. He smacks people with his tongue. That's how he fights, by the way. Yeah, so he can licky tongue people 3 times, and then he's acquired taste for them. And when he's acquired taste, he can eat them and spit them back out for big damage. So Tom Kench would be cool. I just want to see item throw in the game. Put item throw in the game. He's got a funny hat. He's a funny character. Make a funny character. Put him in the game. I want Zeri actually. Zeri's cool. Zeri would be cool. Zeri's pretty new in League. She's also Zon. Put her in the goddamn game. She has lightning powers and she's very bad at them. She has this like metal jacket. I'm not sure how that works because it's like flowing in the wind, but it's metal and it like, it helps her somehow. She has this metal gun thing. She can like channel her electricity through it, basically. So her equipment here is very unique to her. Her attacks are different. Basically, she charges up. That's the main thing. Her attacks kind of suck, but then if she has charged up, she can like do this. She gets a shield and she like does more damage. She moves like really fast and stuff. Her mobility is kind of crazy. She's kind of schmoving. She does this, and she's all glowy. She's like skating around somehow. She didn't have skates, does she? I'm pretty sure that's just her toe. I'm pretty sure this. I don't know, but I feel like there's a lot you can do with it. She looks cool. Put her in the game. I think she'd be cool. Zillion, actually. I want to talk about this dude. So much like Echo was a little black kid in the other trailer. Echo has time powers. He can reverse time for a couple seconds, at least for himself. Zillion here is the master of time, basically. And he does a lot of time shenanigans. He's like super powerful and stuff. And I believe he has like a giant temple that's just frozen in time. Basically, I'm imagining time stuff, basically. That's what I want to see. Because the technology is kind of already there with Echo. So I'm like, okay, push it. What do you want to do with Zillion? Can we speed up time? Can we slow down time? Because that's what Zillion does in the game. His attacks are kind of lame, though. His attacks in game is he throws like time bombs. Because he's time. You know, time bombs. It's the time the explosion. Like so. Boom. It's an ugly looking bomb also. And his W is to refresh it. So there's one. Boom. You can do another one. So this is basically like a Roman cancel, basically. That's kind of what I want to see Zillion. He can Roman cancel anything. I guess if you're gonna keep the bombs on Zillion, he would be the trap character. You can, you know, slow them down, set up something, and if you like did it too early and not gonna do it, you can like speed up time and like have them whatever. that might be a little too weird, but Zillion would be cool, I think. Roman cancels, baby. Kindred, I actually really do want to see Kindred. Kindred is the Grim Reaper of League of Legends. There's two of them actually. There's the lamb and there's the wolf. If you meet Kindred, you will die, but you can choose how. You can either accept death and then lamb will shoot you like this dude, and it'll be painless and it'll be very quick. If you choose to fight and or run, the wolf will come after you and he will kill you horribly. He will eat your soul, he'll chew you. It's bad. This dynamic is cool because they wanted the duo in the game, you know. They wanted two characters to play as one, and they really don't. It's really just Lamb. In League, it's just Lamb. If you fire stuff, she can mark people this, and if she kills it, she like gets better. You can command Wolf to like set up in an area, but it's just Lamb. You can have Wolf mark people, but even then Lamb has to trigger it, so it's just Lamb, you know what I mean? So I feel like Project L really is the time to shine for Kindred. Kindred, the lamb is very mobile. Like, that's how bad it is, you know? I just refer to the lamb as Kindred because this is Kindred. This is just a thing Kindred has. In Project L, lamb could be very mobile. This guy can be very assist-based. Kind of how you're thinking with Illaoi. I'm talking as if I'm talking right. Like how you're thinking about Illaoi, how Aegis setups, mirror bounce on. These two can bounce people between each other, potentially. Or, you know, the wolf can like bite someone, throw them over to the lamb. Lamb can, you know, do the classic shoot arrows up in the sky, lock people down, and then have Wolf come and do something. Wolf in with the mix. You want to tag them out? You can like active switch like BB tag. You can play BB tag in this game with these two. You can mix. I really want Kindred. I really want Thresh. I really want Rakan. Those are probably my top 3 right now. The point of Project L is to do like Champions Plus. You can plus the shit out of these two, dude. I'm convinced. These are my number 1. I want Kindred in the goddamn game. I'm like hype. I'm like tapping my foot. Put these guys in the game. I think these guys really deserve it. They really haven't changed from when they were added to League. Like, they've done other things with other characters. Like Rek'Sai's changed. Like, she doesn't have the farm alarm. Now she's more like aggressive. Skarner's changed a bunch, you know? Skarner's been changed a ton. But Kindred is getting like more range. It's like she's still getting marked. She's still jumping over the wall. She's still not 2 champions. This is fucking it, dude. Project L is Kindred's time to shine. Put them in the game, please. Put them in the game. Please put them in the game. This was fucking sick, actually. Wolf looks sick. Dude, put this one in the game. The hair, the mask, the stance, the wolf, whatever this thing is, put her in the game. Put them in the game. Make me stop referring to Lamb as Kindred. Put both of them in the game. Fix your mess. Please. Okay, that's it, guys. I'm done. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you subscribe. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want more. I'll cover as much Project L stuff as I can, man. I really want Kindred in the game.